5.5 points a game. Outside for Thomas. Hands it from downtown. Thomas got 5 now.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Ladies and gentlemen, your jazz dancers.
The pause in the action. Let's look at the numbers for Sullinger. Putting up about 10 points a night and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Here's Mack. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now, here's Exum. He's covered closely. Clock is at 3. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Favors. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. Isaiah Thomas is second.
They are as reliable. At the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, typically you're going to find your best free throw shooters at that point guard spot. But it doesn't happen automatically. I mean, these fellas are consistently working and practicing to keep that percentage as high as it is.
Boston making a switch here. Nicholson's checked in. Burks' shot is good.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Outside Thomas. And a wide open look for Freak. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Freak's got 5.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
And Mack kicks to Favors. It's blocked. Now here's Thomas. He's got 5. And it's Turner off the drive. Taken away. Here's Mack. The pass to Withy. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Mack, the pass to Favors. Just 5 to shoot. Shot on the wing. Offensive rebound. And he dunks it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
There's Exum. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
And let's review some numbers for Freak. 10th in three-point field goal percentage. 12th in free throw percentage, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And, you know, back to his efficiency from 3. You know, defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really not having any success.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. We spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Toronto. Behind.
And when you look at Boston, it's been a disastrous start to the season for them. They can't buy a win.
Yeah, and you know what? For a team that's desperately trying to get things turned around, this kind of start makes the job almost impossible.
They set the pick. Bellinelli dishes to Favors. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Favors got 6 points. Boston's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Back to Turner. The rebound by the Jazz. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And this is the first of 2 games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often, so I'll be watching this one closely.
Exum kicks to Favors. Here's Bellinelli, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
And it's Freak missing. Burks.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
And Derek Favors, known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing.
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is too. How far, Greg, do you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Withy is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Burke. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Ingles in at the 3. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He picked up 18 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
There's the screen. Shot off the screen. Burke can't get it to go.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Freak passes to Crowder. Kicks it to Freak. Nice ball movement by Boston. Johnson dishes to Freak. Baseline try. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead. Utah has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Burke kicks to Bellinelli. Passes it to Burke. And stolen by Freak. Smart dishes to Johnson. The rebound by Withy.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, and once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
Gobert, the screen. Inside, off the screen. Evan Turner pulls it in.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
There's the feed to Nicholson. Pass to Thomas. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Turner's got his first 2 points of the night. Burke kicks to Favors. To the right side. Gobert, the screen. A nice shot by Exum.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Thomas. Freak sets a screen for Turner. He feeds it to Freak. Off target from outside.
Another shot from outside. They're not attacking. I mean, going in and seeking contact like they did in the first one, I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, you can't play the score, Clark. You have to play your game. They need to mix it up a little bit here.
Goes up, rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Celtics out in front as they end the second quarter.
All right, guys, focus on me. We got them where we want them, and we can quiet these fans down even more if we pay attention to a couple of key things. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. Our three-point shooting was a highlight, though, and that should open things up for us inside the second half. They've got no choice but to come out a little higher on us on the perimeter. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. Nobody gave us a chance tonight, but we're right where I thought we'd be. But still, we're a long way from done. So let's keep our effort at 100% all the way to the end.
All right, fans, I want everyone here.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Freak. 12 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
And now let's check out the... Jazz trail by 6. Dishes it to Gobert. Gobert, the screen. Gobert with a screen on Thomas. Here's Mack. He kicks to Bellinelli. It's tipped. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got his second basket of the game. Celtics leading by 4. There's a screen. And Thomas, here we go.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Favors. 15th in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And, you know, you try to muscle up shots against him, and it's tough. His body type makes it supremely difficult. Just a dominant rim protector.
The first one falls. The Jazz making a switch here. Exum's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Nicholson's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Favors with the screen. And stolen by Freak. And here comes the break. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Freak. Turner's got his second basket of the night. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Burks can't get it to go. Boston leading by 8. Thomas kicks to Freak. Olynyk sets a screen for Freak. Back to Thomas. There's the pick. Launches a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low. Back the pass to Favors. And Gobert kicks to Exum. Drops in the tray. Exum's got 5 now.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Thomas to the paint. Freak. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. In third, the Jazz.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Looking at the game for Derek Favors, he has 8 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Amir Johnson's checked in for Nicholson. And Smart subbed in for Thomas. Johnson the screen. Smart dishes to Johnson. Stolen by Exum. Here's Burks. Good work defensively by Turner.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Rudy Gobert.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Celtics leading by 5.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Freak kicks to Olynyk. There's the dish to Freak. Celtics passing it around. There's the pick. Just 4 to shoot. Turner fires. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 6 points for Evan Turner.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Exum kicks to Favors. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Favors got 11 points. He got it up. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And the Jazz with some changes. Dante Exum is checked in for Favors. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Joe Ingles. And then for Boston, Freak comes in for Avery Bradley. And Thomas subbed in for Smart. Trey Burke is out there with Shelvin Mack. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Exum, and it's Hood in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Mack. Softly drops in the 40. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
They set the pick. And Thomas, here we go. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The Jazz have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Burke, the pass to Hood. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Dante Exum. And a change for the Celtics. Turner's checked in. Outside Thomas. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Utah leading. And here is Burke. Favors with a screen on Thomas. Favors attacking. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Utah.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And, guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And the first one drops.
Jared Sullivan. 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game. And they get the rebound, but, guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Here's Freak. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
That's a huge basket, just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to drain that mid-range jump shot. Really good basketball.
Burke dishes to Favors. Pass to Withy. Here's Ingles. Feeds it to Withy. Just 5 on the clock. The Jazz with another miss.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Freak sets a screen for Thomas. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And Turner kicks to Freak. He dishes it to Johnson. Freak passes to Thomas. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
To the left wing. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop a sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
The Jazz making a switch here. Hood's checked in, and both free throws good from Freak.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Utah's head coach address his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Shooting from Utah, Trey Burke.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Thomas with the ball. And the pass to Johnson. Kicks to Freak. Lets it go from 11. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan player of the game. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one-on-1 or one-on-5. That is a great percentage.
I mean, he was lights out from deep. Some aerial mastery going on, guys. He spent a lot more time behind the arc than he usually does. Good call by the coaching staff to use him in that way. The defense was not expecting it.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Nets in Brooklyn. Checking out Brooklyn, they're ahead of where they were last season at this time. Always nice to see that progress in a positive direction. And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball and denying those open lanes, because you know if they try to get to the rim, the anchor is back there. And after that, it's all about getting your hands up and making sure you contest Every single shot.
And your anchor has to be a great communicator. He has to talk, help his teammates, make those extra plays like, hey, move, slide your feet, Ernie, pass the ball, give it back to Kenny. Hey, watch out, he's cutting through.
You got me moving.
Ernie.
You got me moving.
Communication's the big key, Ernie.
You see, he was the anchor, and I started
moving.
moving.
Hands up, Kenny. Slide down. Yeah, rotate. Oh, yeah, get the 3.
See? Yeah. As soon as he started talking, I just went. It just, man.
2 great defenders right there. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
A night view of the East River set against the bright lights of New York City. The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. Last outing for Brooklyn, they won that game against the Heat in Miami.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic, and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jay Crowder out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Sullinger in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Bradley, following the shot by Jarrett Jack. And it's Bradley off the drive. And the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Boston. Jack against Thomas. Now here is Jack. D right on him. He kicks to Stauskas. Back to Jack. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Bogdanovich, no luck. And Boston has possession. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of the game. And they just had so few opportunities. And I think that was their Achilles heel.
Yeah, I agree. Hard to win games when every offensive possession is one shot, then a jog back the other way to play defense.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
That's good from Thomas. We played just over a minute here in the first. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Screen by Young. And Jack kicks to Young. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And that one's good. Celtics have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He told me they always have to be ready, especially against this team, because of their discipline and focus offensively. He said they can embarrass you if you're not attentive at the defensive end. We've got to stick to our principles and do all the little things at that end of the floor. Kevin, his team able to get the win in their last matchup. We'll see if they can get it done tonight.
Very good, Doris. Thanks. Well, guys, you think they'll be able to make that strategy work for them?
You know, they're a very high percentage shooting team, so he's right to focus on playing the tight D. And as for whether it'll work, we'll see.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your hat. Even tough D can be outdone by good offense.
Jack, just 2 to shoot. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Kicks it to Crowder. Misses in close.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And here's Stauskas from the arc, and he gets it to go. Stauskas has got 5.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
In the corner, Bradley with it. Sullinger with a screen for Bradley. Pass to Sullinger. The feed now to Thomas. Johnson the screen. Shot off the pick. Lopez with the block. And he recovers it. Nets trail by 3. Outside Jack. Here's Bogdanovich. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Bogdanovich has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Stauskas, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Stauskas has got 7 points.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Speights. Averaging about 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Sure is. I mean, he thinks every rebound is his, and most of them are. That's why he's putting up such big numbers.
Brooklyn leading by 3. And Jack kicks to Stauskas. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Rebound Boston. Freak with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
Smart, wide open, he fires. Boston, no good that time either.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And Speights gets it to go.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Now here's Freak. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Outside Jack. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Hits. Count that one from Stauskas.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Hollis Jefferson passes to Scola and misses it off the right side of the rim.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
They set the pick. Turner dishes to Freak. Nailed from three-point land.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Speights kicks to Jack. There's a minute left in the first quarter. Pass to Scola. It's blocked. But they'll get another chance. And stolen by Freak. Celtics passing it around. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Boston, they have made their only other free throw attempt today and an earlier trip to the line. That one is off. Ryan Owens, he's checked in for Brooklyn. He's off on the second. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Freak. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Brooklyn shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Celtics trail by 6. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Smart, defended by Jack. Nicholson passes to Turner. To the middle, up off the screen.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And Jarrett Jack drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision. I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks Boston is stockpiling.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his 2nd season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today.
Celtics trail by 14, and let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit it up. He finished with 19 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Celtics trail by 14. Now here's Turner. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Inside. Olynyk dishes to Freak. Here's Nicholson, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And, guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
And Jack kicks to Spates. And it's Freak with the rebound. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. In the corner, Smart with it. They set the pick. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
On the wing, Turner. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Freak. And the lead is down inside single digits. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And Jack kicks to Spates. Poked loose.
2 minutes.
1:58 left in the second quarter. Here's Freak. Soft touch off the glass. Freak's got 8.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And Jack kicks to Spates to the inside. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist from Spates. And it's 8 points for Brook Lopez.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
To the middle. Nicholson passes to Olynyk. They grab their own miss. And Smart now atop the key. He dishes it to Freak. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 10.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Fires from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, the Boston Celtics. They find themselves in the dregs of the conference.
And, you know, for Boston, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, it's full makeover time now, guys. I'm sure they've learned their lesson that this roster is not one that can sustain any kind of success in today's NBA.
Outside Turner to the inside, Nicholson. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Sullinger's checked in for Boston.
Jared Sullinger.
Here's Turner. And that one comes up a bit short.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Here's Stauskas. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Stauskas has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Freak. They need this. Sullinger with the bucket, getting it done inside. Sullinger's got 5.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint,
welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here. Some changes for Brooklyn. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Lopez. Scola comes in for Bogdanovich. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Nick Stauskas. Evan Turner, he's checked in for the Celtics. Freak comes in for Bradley. We've got Ryan Hollins. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Jarrett Jack. Then it's Scola, and it's Young in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Now the dish to Scola. He feeds it to Young. To the paint, deflects the pass. Here's Hollins. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Nets lead by 15.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Olynyk dishes to Freak. Boston again missing.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
It's 2-on-1. Here's Thomas. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Spates checked in for Brooklyn. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Again, the Nets for 2.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Thomas kicks to Turner. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Thomas against Jack. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jack's got 13 points in the second half.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And it's Turner off the drive. Here's Olynyk. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Olynyk's got his first basket.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Scola, a screen on Thomas. And Jack kicks to Scola. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Here's Thomas.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Free throw line numbers for him, 6 of 7.
And how about the job he's done at the free throw line?
Been tremendous, Greg. I mean, both in terms of getting to the stripe and then knocking him down once he's there. And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
The Nets making a switch here. Stauskas is checked in.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Jack. 8 rebounds, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
Smart's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. Good on the second free throw. 55 seconds left to play in the third. They set the screen. Crowder, the pass to Freak. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Freak's got 13 points.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
Spates. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got his 8th assist here tonight. Now here's Smart. Not a lot of room. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Jarrett Jack. Stauskas' shot is off. Celtics trail by 12. And Turner kicks to Smart. In the corner, it's Freak. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Stolen by Smart. Freak. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Brooklyn ahead, up by 12. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here's Hollis Jefferson. On the floor for Boston. Freak in a 2-guard. Amir Johnson is out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Smart, and it's Sullinger in at the 5, home in the paint. Here's Freak.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
It's stolen by Stauskas. Feeds it to Spates. And he gets it to go. Spates has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Nets leading by 14. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Jack comes in for Hollis Jefferson, and a change for the Celtics. Thomas is checked in, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. Well, luckily, they've got some really solid backup. You hate to see a player DQ'd, disqualified due to fouls, but they can do a decent job.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight.
Kevin, we have
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the fire. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.